School Speaks. This episode is about trophy hunting.
Competitive
or catastrophic.
My name is Mason, and I'll be debating the side that trophy hunting should be legal.
I'm Kellen, and I think trophy hunting should be illegal. Mason, why did you pick this topic?
I picked this topic because it was very interesting and both intriguing at the same time.
I chose this topic because basically all the reasons that Mason said, except I thought it was controversial and a topic that doesn't have a clear winner at this time.
So you basically copied me.
Sure. What's your first point?
My first point is that trophy hunting should be legal because it can economically help the world. I picked this because the taxes and the money raised from the permits that you have to trophy hunt and the gun permits too can all be used for money raising to help the population, just anything economically in general. Even a biologist, Peter Lindsay, in the University of Zimbabwe agrees with me. He said this: even where the eventual goal is to generate income from tourism, hunting can help ease and finance.
That's a good point, Mason. But there are more environmentally sound options to help the world economically. Even Peter Lindsay said it himself, tourism, which is much more environmentally sound.
You may be right there, and I agree with you in some parts, but also one of the things that is damaging our Earth at the same time is fossil fuels, and tourism uses a lot of that, whether it's planes or buses. Now, Kellen, what's your next point?
My point is that trophy hunter endangers species. Now, a statistic from Harvard Law School proves this. As evidenced by Harvard Law School, more than 700 trophies were imported by U.S. hunters each around the world from 2016 to 2017. Jane Goodall's statement, at least 600 trophy hunters kill lions each year. There are estimated to be only about 3,500 adult male lions left in the wild across Africa. Less than half inhabit protected areas. Also supports that trophy hunting is a factor in the mass endangerment of different species.
You may be right there, but trophy hunting also keeps the population in check. Hunting can help ease the population by so much, killing off the non-predators and predators that normal animals in the circle of life can't do. Now, Kellen, do you have anything to argue that? And if you don't, what's your next point?
My next point is that trophy hunting negatively affects ecosystems. Ohio State's Benjamin Gosemi agrees. In the article titled Trophy Hunting and Conservation, Do the Major Ethical Theories Converge in Opposition to Trophy Hunting? Author Benjamin Gosemi states, in the case of lions, there have been concerns about increasing infanticides and population decline due to replacement of dominant males caused by selective hunting. In this quote, Benjamin Gosemi is stating how trophy hunting is causing the population decline of lions because of trophy hunters who are killing the dominant males in the groups. In the same article, Benjamin Gosemi also states, trophy hunting can negatively influence biodiversity and ecosystem functioning through wildlife and farming and captive breeding of trophy species. Notably, in some cases, selective breeding of more valuable or removing predators to protect trophy-valued large herbivores distorted the functioning and structure of wildlife communities on private lands. This quote from Benjamin Gosemi is stating how removing predators from an ecosystem with trophy species can negatively affect an ecosystem. By taking a dominant male out of a group of lions, what is left over is lions who cannot keep a group alive.
Well, those were some really great points, Kellen. But let's go back to what Peter Lindsay said. Even where the eventual goal is to generate income from tourism, hunting can help ease and finance. Now the next part says the transition from degraded cattle pastures to a thriving natural ecosystem. Now what he's saying here is that by the money generated by hunting animals, it can be generated to change those damaged ecosystems into more of a natural ecosystem and also even increase the amount of ecosystems. Now moving on to my next point. Hunting should not be banned because of cultural reasons. Now Kellen, what is trophy hunting to you?
Trophy hunting is killing animals for sport.
Now, what do people do when they trophy hunt? What do they take?
They hunt animals for hides or trophies such as hides, heads, and other things.
Now Kellen is a very smart boy, you see. He knows what trophy hunting is. But also what he just described is very much alike what cultural hunting is. So by banning trophy hunting, you might negatively impact the cultural hunting system too. And you might even make people feel sad or hurt in their whole bloodline, their whole purpose in life, what they worship and what they do, and what even they need for survival, like hides for coats and just general hunting for meat. They might not even do that. And it could be all because of your fault.
Now, I believe the word illegal is very harsh in this situation. Like, when we're talking about cultural reasons or religious reasons, I think there should be rules in place that ease trophy hunting, not completely ban it.
I agree with you there. Now, what's your next point?
My next point is that trophy hunting keeps animal populations uneven. When trophy hunters usually hunt, they're usually hunting the bigger trophy animals such as elephants, lions, or tigers. Those are predators, and when predators are taken out of an ecosystem, the smaller animals that are usually hunted spike in population because they no longer have a predator.
Okay, anyway, I don't have a rebuttal about that, but my next point will make this argument clearly me winning. Most trophy hunting is actually used for research, stated by Henry Bodkin, who did a segment about Oxford University doing research about trophy hunting in Africa. Their analysis found that nearly 8 in 10 hunting trophies imported to the UK came from countries where populations of the hunted species were stable and better. Now this proves that if you make trophy hunting illegal, people won't even be able to do this research and maybe not be able to help other countries about populations that are overgrown or overdown.
What is your evidence that the 8 to 10 trophies hunted are actually going towards research purposes and not just being sold in a market for money?
Well, actually, my evidence was found on the Gale website for news. You can check it out. And I actually have it right here in my coat. As you can clearly see, look at that. At least 6, it's up here. Their analysis found that universities doing research about trophy hunting in Africa. Their analysis found that nearly 8 in 10 hunting trophies imported from the UK came from countries where populations of hunted species are better.
That doesn't support your point, though.
And this claim was stated by reporter Henry Bodkin, who did a whole segment, which you can find at galeweathers.com. And it's a .gov website, so all the citations are legitimate.
But that quote doesn't prove your point. That quote was saying that 8 in 10 trophies hunted are coming from countries that the population is stable. That doesn't support that the trophies imported are coming in for research purposes.
Well, what else would they be coming in for?
Did they be sold?
Well, you might be right about that. Anyway, you know what? I'm tired of arguing. Let's come to a compromise.
I agree. I believe that this is a very controversial topic with no clear winner. And I believe that illegal and legal are two very harsh boundaries. I believe that there should be rules in place that ease trophy hunting but don't completely eliminate it.
You might be right there. And I also agree with you there. Anyway, let's bring it over to the next podcast.
Thank you for listening. We really appreciate it.
Have a good day.